Software developers search for new ways to draw millions of Apple iPods to their latest app, or iPhones even. One company is clicking away at data that could prove to be quite the game changer. Robert Gray is at the E3 Gaming Expo in Los Angeles, where he's joined by the man at the center of the battle. Now, this I really want to see, Robert.
Yeah, I'm hard at work right here, Liz. I've got Pac-Man going on the iPhone, and then I've got the DSi here, of course, is replaced by Nintendo's 3DS, the 3D version announced earlier, and they're tearing down behind us here, which is kind of symbolic of what's going on, because Apple now is the 10,000-pound gorilla that's jumped into the gaming world here, and I'm joined by Krishna Subramanian. He is the co-founder of Mobclix, and Liz, he is the guy who's helping to dive in behind the App Store. We know there are 85 million iPod touches, iPhones, 2 million more iPads and counting out there. They all can download games from the App Store. I've talked about it. Apps, 99 cents a piece versus $60 filet mignon, if you will, the full console games. It's a lot cheaper. Apple's changing the game. Talk to us a little bit about how that is and how you are following it, how you're able to track it.
Definitely. So we, as of today, there are about 17% of the App Store makes up games. And within that, we're seeing a trend of a lot of the paid applications starting to move into the free space. Developers are really eager to push their games and get to a wider audience. And the way to reach that is by putting their content out for free, monetizing it through advertising or in-app purchasing or virtual currency.
We should mention that also you have existing publishers like Electronic Arts, #1 right now with FIFA, the World Cup's going on and all. But they've certainly made a transition. John Riccitiello, the CEO, they're talking about how it's been good for them. How else are people monetizing these games as they go? They're getting $1 now instead of $60.
Exactly. So, the difference is there's so many more devices out there. It's not just the iPhone, it's the iPod, it's the iPad, versus the PSP and the DSs and the gaming consoles. That doesn't reach as wide of an audience. So they can afford to put these games out there for a smaller price range to get a wider audience. They're also starting to make money through in-app purchasing, through advertising using display banners, as well as virtual currency.
And we talk about virtual currency. If you can, very quickly, explain how that is. Basically, they give you the game for free. How do they make their money?
Exactly. So consumers are incentivized to play within the game. So, if you take NG Moko's We Rule, for example, you need additional mojo. You can either pull out your credit card and pay $10 for mojo, or you can interact with advertising to get that same incentive.
All right. Well, we'll definitely be talking to you a lot more about this and pulling out the apps. And Liz, you know what? They put a price tag on Mojo. Leave it to Apple to figure that out.
A price tag on Mojo. See, now you're speaking a language I can't even forget it. And by the way, of course, DS comes out with a DS 3D, just as I bought my little guy, my 6-year-old, a DSi. So now he's already behind. I know. A collective